Hey guys, it's Cassie. I have this cute Valentine's themed journal for you guys today, and I'm just gonna do a quick flip through, trying to beat nap time. So hopefully I can get through this. It is absolutely jam-packed full of vintage ephemera and handmade tags and cards and all kinds of goodies. So I'm just gonna jump right in. The cover again is vintage, like reclaimed vintage fabric, and I've just hand stitched on this little heart. It's wood. And this is a charm from like a vintage bracelet that it was like a big charm, chunky bracelet, and so I just took it off and made a little journal charm out of it. So there it is closer. In the back looks like that. Okay, so on the cover I've made this big pocket out of some striped fabric. I feel like stripes are so popular this year, and maybe it's every year, but I just love how this came out. I also used like an authentic like vintage metal slide. I didn't use the glass because I was afraid it was going to break, but you can take the ticket out and add whatever you'd like, and then of course the pocket there. On the cover I have tucked in this poem, which this is all authentic aged cellophane tape here, and then on the back it says, my darling beloved Lester, all my love has been yours always, always, always. You are my children, my grandchildren, my everything, Kathryn. So I just like love this. Love this. This is probably my favorite piece in the whole journal. I did come into like a whole bunch of ephemera from the same couple, and a bunch of it is included in this journal, so I will point out the pieces that are from the same collection. And then I have this vintage postcard, which actually I think it's a reproduction. I don't know, it doesn't say, but I'm pretty sure it's reproduction. So, but I just thought that was so sweet. And then just a little strip of vintage wallpaper here. So maybe all this over here. I also did a little hand stitching there. I was just playing around, but I thought that was cute. And then on the inside, I have just washi taped this letter, which this is the only one that's not from Lester and Kathryn. But I just love the pink stationery, and it's from 1918. So then this is a vintage Valentine, which I think is so sweet. And it is signed. This is not from them, but that's so sweet, and it's gold, really pretty. And then this is one of the letters from Lester to Kathryn. So they are all like dearest, dearest love, dearest Kathryn. Just love that. And I'm assuming, like, I don't know their whole backstory, but I'm assuming they, Kathryn stayed at home and he traveled a lot for work. So anyway, this is silk fabric, and I've just tied the end rather than clipping it off. I just thought that was so pretty and feminine. This is a vintage doily that I have just washi taped over the edge of the page, and the washi says, I love you. This is just a vintage envelope that I had, and it is really, really wavy. I tried to flatten that out as much as possible, but you do have kind of a bubbly envelope here. But I just loved how aged it was. Like, all this is natural, like natural aging. So this is another of the letters. So they're all from like 1933, 1934, that time period. You can tell some of them he's like far more rushed. Like his handwriting gets so much sloppier. And then just a handmade tag there. So that one says, Dearest Sweetheart. This is just some note paper that I've used. This is a vintage like coin envelope, and I think it's Chinese. I'm not for sure, but I thought it was so pretty, and it's red. And anyway, so I've just tucked it in this little tuck spot that I made from a flower die cut. This is another tag that I handmade, just a little butterfly die cut there. Let's see if I can actually turn just one page. So this is one of my pasted together pages that I like to do. That's a vintage vellum sheet, which really, I think it's like tracing paper, but that's naturally aged. It's like yellow on its own. I did not coffee stain it or anything. This is a vintage ticket there. Some Edith Holden book page. I will trim all the little strings before I send this out. Some of them got trimmed while I was making it, but some of them did not. Just a little yearbook page from a vintage yearbook. Here's another Valentine. This one's single-sided, and I don't think, yeah, this one is signed too. And then just another handmade tag there. So that's the center. This is like a scrap, which used to be from a postcard, but I just thought it was so pretty. It's embossed and it has glitter. It's just really gorgeous. So you can use that in your journaling or just leave it as it is. And this is the other side of that yearbook page. Edith Holden. That's that vellum sheet. This is a vintage chocolate wrapper, which was unused, and then just a little receipt from a bakery. This is another vintage Valentine that I've just created kind of a double tuck spot on either side. Oh my goodness, stay. Okay, so it says, I wish you were mine, and I think that's so sweet. Here's another love letter from Lester. I just think his handwriting is so gorgeous. This one says, Dearest. Then on the back, my sweetheart, do have such a happy time and keep well. I'll be thinking of you and holding you closely. Hope you so very, very much, darling. Oh, I love you so very, very much, darling, and am so wretched to make you unhappy. Oh, that is so sweet. Okay, so like I'm just like over here ogling these letters. Like they are so romantic, and so yeah, I just wanted to include as many as I could in this journal. So this actually came with that same set, and they had a lot of things with the family name Thayer on it. So I'm assuming this is like somehow their crest or something. But it was falling apart a little bit around the edges, so I tried to tape it together with my brown packing tape to make it look a little bit more authentically taped together. But it was in delicate condition, so be careful with that. It is quite fragile. And then just another little tag that I made. So I wanted to include a lot of journaling cards and tags and things like that with this journal too. So, and they all match. They're all from the same paper pack, which is this sheet here. So that's a Prima paper pad. Okay, so I used these little stickers. I had 2 of them, so I made a tab out of that. I thought that was cute. And then this is just a little journaling card that I made, and another little die cut there. And then this washi says, and they lived happily ever after. And then on the back, I've just got this little, this is not authentic, but it looks authentic. It's super cute. More ruffles there. Okay, so this is Lester, and that's Kathryn. And this picture came with the whole lot of things that I got. And when I got it, I was like, okay, I have to make at least one Valentine's journal centered around their love story because it is so romantic. And yeah, so this is them. I think on the back, I just washi it down. I think on the back, no, there was another picture that said like 1920 on it. So this was them in 1920. Okay, so this is just a French postcard that I've just tucked in this tuck spot that I made from a train ticket, which it is like a heavy train ticket. And then that flips out there. Love this paper. Just some ledger sheet there. This is from a French magazine, and I just kind of collaged, and then on the back I added this lined paper so you can obviously journal on that. And it just tucks in there. Okay, and then here's another vintage postcard, which I have just stitched on this, well, I guess it's antique, from 1911. Just stitched on this sari trim and hand stitched on this button. And I tied it in the front. I think that's so cute for Valentine's Day. The little bow and just some German newspaper from 1883. This is incredibly super duper extra fragile. So whoever purchases this journal, definitely just use this for collage, or obviously just leave it in the journal right there, because you do not want to handle it too much. I mean, it's like crumbling, but it's fine where it is. And so that was it. That's the last page. And yeah, so thanks for watching. I would love to hear your comments on this journal. Let me know what you think about Lester and Kathryn's love story. I just think it's so romantic and perfect for Valentine's Day. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.